Recently, British X got its monocle in a twist when Elon Musk started making noise about the UK election. People were shocked. A foreign billionaire influencing British politics? Outrageous. Cute. Because while you were busy being scandalized by Elon's memes, you might have missed the bit where a full-blown ideological coup happened in the UK, led by Americans, not with tanks, but with think tanks. And it's been shaping your rent, your railway fares, and your NHS wait times ever since. Flashback to the 1970s. Britain is on strike, everything smells faintly of boiled cabbage, and the mood is bleak. Over in America, free market messiahs and think tanks, Heritage Foundation, Cato Institute, AEI, are dreaming of a world where the market is king and governments are small enough to drown in a bathtub. Now these ideas were too spicy for most Americans. But what if they tried them out across the pond? Enter Margaret Thatcher. She didn't just trickle down the free market Coke. She downed the whole jug and asked for seconds. Thatcher's policies were steeped in the works of Friedrich Hayek and Milton Friedman, two economists turned cult leaders in the religion of deregulation and privatization. And the UK think tanks that whispered in her ear, not so homegrown institutions like the Institute of Economic Affairs, the Adam Smith Institute, and the Center for Policy Studies, all nodding along with their American cousins. Now here's the trick. These think tanks called themselves independent. LOL independent, like a PR firm on a billionaire's payroll. Behind the curtain, oil companies, tobacco giants, billionaire donors like the Koch brothers. They weren't funding public debate. They were investing in outcomes, the kind that let you pay no tax on your second spaceship. Thatcher famously declared, "There is no such thing as society." That wasn't a philosophical thought. It was an imported software update from the Chicago School of Economics. Suddenly, workers' unions were the enemy. Council houses were for sale. Hell, everything was for sale at knockdown prices. The idea of public good was replaced with shareholder good. The revolution didn't need rifles, just red ties, research grants, and good PR. You may ask, but didn't people for this? Sure. In the same way you choose between toothpaste brands all owned by the same conglomerate. Billionaires shoved so far to the right conservatives and New Labor that any mention of nationalizing water now gets you labeled insane. Because when think tanks rewrite the narrative, actual politicians just read from the script. This wasn't a sexy coup, no car chases, no Guy Fawkes masks, just decades of graphs, jargon, and golf club dinners convincing Britain that greed is good and public ownership is theft. In other words, it was boring. Boring by design. Because if it looks like policy, not propaganda, people stop asking questions. So next time someone clutches their pearls over a tech bro tweeting about British politics, remind them. The Americans already staged a coup that overthrew 150 years of one-nation Toryism for the liberals' trickle-down theory. You just missed it. Somewhere between the privatization of British Rail and Dallas. But hey, at least Thatcherism made Britain great again. Well, great again for the rich.